Hi Australia, welcome back to our discussion about the beautiful message that is marriage. A beautiful message built on our biology, the right to think freely and to pass it on to our children. A beautiful message we should preserve because its message preserves us. This is an issue of truth. Some feel they can redefine truth, the truth of marriage, but once you redefine, you lose the right to define. In other words, any type of marriage is possible. Now some deny this. They say, saying a change in marriage now will lead to other forms of marriage later is scaremongering, and that polygamy argument doesn't stand up to scrutiny. Actually, that statement itself is the one that doesn't stand up to scrutiny. Here's why. The Australian Marriage Act states that marriage means the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. But why only two? Why only adults? Why only humans? Let's think about it. Marriage is defined by the following parts: the number of parties involved, the age of the parties involved, the species, the gender, the consent, as in the two involved want to be married, and a commitment to exclude all others from the special space of that relationship. The moment you say it's okay to change the gender of the people in marriage is the moment you say it's okay to change any other parts of marriage. If you stop anywhere after that, you're being inconsistent. You're being a bigot. That's where our future lies if we step down this road. Once you redefine, you lose the right to define. That's the theory. Here's the evidence. A senior lecturer at Emory University of School of Law recently published a book called Legalizing Plural Marriage, the Next Frontier in Family Law. The sales pitch for this states that although the author does not argue the right or wrong of plural marriage, he maintains that polygamy is the next step after same-sex marriage in the development of US family law. The rest of the book provides a roadmap for the legalization of it. And with that, the devaluing of women. Stay tuned for the sequels. There will be many other and varied. But what of the complaint that keeping marriage between a man and a woman is discriminating? Yes, it is. And it's also discriminating to say that you can't marry more than one woman, you can't marry a child, you can't force a person to marry you, and you can't marry a dog or a car. Truth discriminates. When you say something is right, you're discriminating other options as wrong. To say someone is discriminating is to discriminate their behavior from behavior that doesn't discriminate. To discriminate is simply to see a difference. Discrimination is right when you see a difference. Discrimination is wrong when there is no difference. Political leaders are discriminated from leading opposing political parties. People with a criminal record are discriminated from certain jobs. People who aren't surgeons are discriminated from operating on patients. Girls' schools discriminate against boys becoming students there, at least for now. Marriage by nature is the union of a man and a woman. It's available to everyone. Those uninterested in forming that sort of union aren't seeking marriage. All relationships matter, but only one type is marriage. To quote Aristotle, the worst form of inequality is to make unequal things equal. John Stonestreet said it well. Ideas have consequences and bad ideas have victims. Australia is a democracy, but tell that to the activists who seek to redefine marriage. The strength of a democracy is in its diversity of ideas, married to the freedom to bring them to the table to let the best one be legislated. Democracy gives you a place at the table. Redefining marriage is a step in taking away your place at the table. You see this when companies are harassed or fined, and people are jailed for just daring to discuss this. You see this when charities and organizations have been challenged and deregistered for holding to the natural understanding of marriage. And right here, right now, you may feel that twist of anxiety at just the thought of being asked, do you support marriage between a man and a woman? That's not right. There is a better way. The freedom to responsibly speak and live out one's values is not only fundamental to individual flourishing, but for all of humanity. Much assurances have been made that this fundamental human right will be protected, but the experience of countries which have redefined marriage show otherwise. Even if protections were possible, here's the stark reality. Freedoms that can be granted by politicians are freedoms which can be taken away by politicians. Ultimately, why are we even thinking of implementing a law that we need protection from? No matter who you are, marriage matters. Its message of values, love, dignity, biology, family, and liberty touches everyone, including you, including your family, including the generations to come. Marriage is a beautiful message we should preserve because its message preserves us. It's a message that needs your help. Be silent no more. Your help can and will make a difference. So please, in this upcoming plebiscite, know and share what marriage is and vote no.